Yeah.
No edits. Nothing is edited. Everything you say is a go. If you don't mean it, don't say it. We got the author Jamaris Malone in here today with us. What's happening? What's happening?
Oh man, swinging and banging, man. You already know me, man. You understand me, man. Cool to the other side of your goddamn pillow, man. Hanging like curtains.
Yeah, I want to get into that conversation we had the last time I was here, man.
What was that?
I think we was talking about Charleston White.
What about old Charleston White?
And some of the shit that he was doing and saying, I felt like he was a little renegade in the way that he was doing it. Not what he was saying, but it was how he was saying it or what he was doing. But you kind of had a valid point on what you were saying. I don't remember exactly what you were saying, but you kind of had a valid point about the stuff that he doing in the way that he do it. You want to touch up on that for me?
Okay. Man, old Charlie White, man. You know, I've been following this cat, man, since he started doing his thing, man, actually where he went mainstream with him and old Five Crabs. But since they started doing their motherfucking thing, man, I have been following the dude. Me personally, man, for one, man, a man got a right to speak what he feel. You hear me?
Right.
Two, anytime a motherfucker say what they gonna say, man, and back that shit up, man, and say it to a motherfucker face, man, same thing he said, man, and then bite his motherfucking tongue, whether a nigga 103 pounds or whether a nigga 340 pounds, man, I respect it. You hear me?
Right.
Three, the nigga never professed to be a motherfucking gangster. He never did say, nigga.
He did say he was a crip or some shit.
I ain't never heard the man say that. He
did say he used to gangbang and shit. Yeah, he went to the penitentiary and all this shit. That's what he was talking about.
I mean, I can't just like I say, recall what he said, but I heard him say that he never been to jail, or how the fuck else he got all these goddamn guns that he's showing on the goddamn camera without incriminating himself. You know what I mean? So I did hear a part where he said he went to a group home or it was some kind of boys thing when he was younger, but I don't think it was any pretty much when he became an adult. You know what I mean? Personally, bro, I feel that a lot of shit he be saying is correct, bro. Whether a nigga like his delivery or whether a motherfucker feel emotional about his delivery or just because they just ain't heard a motherfucker just point blank just put that shit in their face like that, like fuck a crip, fuck a blood, and this, that, and the other, you know what I mean? Yeah, he might have ruffled some feathers, in his delivery and his approach, you know what I'm talking about? But at the same time, man, a lot of shit he was saying, man, I relate to, bro. Right. You know what I'm talking about? I really relate to, man. Yeah, man, when you think about gang banging and the politics of gang banging and how the fuck something that creates a machine of death have a political view about it, you know what I mean? Or a rules of engagement, you know what I mean? So at the same time, what did after the Black Panther Party or after, the Crip or the Blood supposed to have been established for the community, when did it started being about murder, and drugs, you know what I mean?
I think around the 80s when cocaine got involved.
So when cocaine came involved, right, you understand me, what was the damn protocol from there? So that means the whole game changed. How can you expect one group of people to uplift and uphold the law and other people to do the same? It's not going to happen, man. You know what I mean? You want me to be good while you be bad.
Well, shit, when crack hit, I don't think nobody was upholding the law. I think everybody that was trying to get some money or was posed selling crack shit.
I mean, yeah. Honest to God, too, when crack cocaine hit the streets, man, everybody and their mama, was trying to get a piece of the devil's pie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody wanted a piece of the devil's candy, man. You know what I mean? Either you was using or you was using or you was hustling, man.
So the profit from the drugs brought along the war. More territory, more guns, equal more money, or that. I think that's how about that came, Brian, about fighting over territory.
I can understand that fighting over territory, man. You understand me? It's war. I understand war. I understand divide and conquer. I understand that one must live in order for others to survive. I understand that it's my tribe against yours, and if we need this space, we need this space. I'm a firm believer of that.
So do you actually think gangbanging still hold the relevancy of today? Like, do you think, or is it more of like people creating their own gangs, or do you think like the Bloods and Crips still hold weight like they did? Do you think it's still real? Like, is it really like coming up in the 80s and 90s? It was damn near impossible for you to not go outside and join a gang. It was almost impossible.
True.
Nowadays, you don't necessarily see kids going outside joining Bloods and Crips. You see them going outside joining 4PL, 4K Trade, or NBA, or TYG, or ATK. You see them going out joining their own gangs as opposed to joining Bloods and Crips. Do you think they still like hold weight like they used to?
Man, an OG only holds weight to a motherfucker that come from the old school gang, dog, of Bloods and Crips, about, what they time did. These young niggas don't give a fuck about what your name was back then. It's what you doing now. Niggas judge the niggas for what they, not for what they did, for what the game doing now. So if this nigga OG gangster blood or whatever the fuck, OG gangster Crip, whatever the fuck, and he ain't got shit going, that nigga ain't finna look up to him. They look more up to motherfuckers they see with the big gold chains on, the fly cars and shit. That's where you get a lot of them joining NBA young boy. But they still adapt to a Blood, a Crip, a Folk, a GD, or a Violord, or whatever the fuck name brand that they consider themselves first before they go over here and join their little cliques and crews. Personally, no. I don't feel, he's not here in Dallas, Texas. There's no war in Dallas, Texas, man. You know what I mean? For people to be actually saying they square business Blood. If you came up after the truce saying you was a Blood after 98, 99, man, there was pretty much no war. You was pretty much just from a neighborhood and your big brother put in work and you live out big brother name or daddy name or uncle name or somebody else's name who put in for the set, you know what I'm talking about, or your family was the people over there in that area, you know what I'm saying, was known for terrorizing, so you grew up, now you little baby this or you tiny this or that, not because you put in work. Not because you put in work, because your forefathers. You grew up into it.
Right.
You grew off into that, you know what I mean?
So I want to speak on rappers that get these $1 million of contracts and go join gangs. Like man, they gotta be the stupidest shit ever.
Bro, I don't understand how a motherfucker after 20 years old, man, 21 years old, when you start trying to find yourself, why the fuck would you just really want to join a gang? Joining the gang, man, is some shit you do when you was a kid. Yeah. You know, when you first jump off the porch trying to find yourself. Yeah. You know, trying to prove your masculinity. Or, trying to prove that you hard to put on for the sick, nigga, or, actually show yourself, nigga, that you got courage. You know what I mean? That's basically what that was, That was nothing to be something when you got older, man. Oh, I want to join a gang. I don't respect that shit, bro. You know what I mean? That a growing and supposed to be man feels that he has to prove himself to another group of individuals to show that
he's cool.
He cool, bro. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand why these motherfuckers, you work so motherfucking hard to get yourself out the ghetto, man. You know what I mean? You do all your shows, you do everything right. Only just to make the money to go backwards, bro. That's the dumbest shit possible. Cause
it's a lot of rappers that'll get that money, then you'll start hearing them hollering on Bloods, on Cuz.
Man, say that go back from
Lil Wayne making the Bloods famous.
All that shit, Lil Wayne's, Jim Jones's, and a few other these dudes, man.
Do you think that was a musical plot from inside the industry to make Lil Wayne Bloods like do you think the Bloods was recruiting through Lil Wayne? Because he was like the biggest star at that time. So anything he say or do, if you walk around with niggas was walking around with extra cups because of Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? I watched niggas that went from no hair to dreads because of Lil Wayne. You see what I'm saying?
Man, to me, people go with the fad.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Again, like I was saying, if your big homie in the hood and your big homie ain't living up to what people expect, that, you know what I mean, your big homie on dope, or your big homie ain't never got no car, or you ain't looking up to big homie.
That ain't big homie.
You looking up to the motherfucker that you feel is equivalent to what a big homie's supposed to be. You know what I mean? So that's where you get Lil Wayne with Suwoo, So therefore, while he sued, woo, oh, I'm a Lil Wayne rapper. So boom, just like when the motherfucker was like that Michael Jackson, nigga want the goddamn blood, the penny loafers, goddamn it, the sparkling socks, and the motherfucking jacket.
MC Hammer, everybody was getting the pants.
I was heavy D. I had the big niggas, you dig? So everybody go through their phase, man, when they're looking for something to idolize or they're looking for something to find themselves.
All right. So look, do you think that he was planted in the industry?
Nah, hell.
To yell bloods. Okay. Do you think he was? Cause look, if you go back and listen to Lil Wayne music before he was allegedly.
I know. I was listening to him since he was a baby. The black is hot. The black is hot.
He wasn't never a blood.
Wow, my nigga, that nigga.
Okay, but look, after the Lil Wayne allegedly gangbang era, we have over 10,000 blood sets. The Bloods actually outnumber the Crips now.
Man, hold up.
We ain't never outnumbered. Well,
never. Not in Dallas, Texas.
The Bloods outnumber the Crips now.
Blood sets in Dallas, Texas. It's ridiculous. But at the same time, let me rephrase that. It's so many different blood niggas from other sets from Dallas. That's ridiculous. Because ain't no bounty hunter set in Dallas, Texas. Ain't no different.
Can't be a Pyru set. Yeah, that's Pyru Street.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Now, they got everybody out here was Bloods, man.
Yeah.
At one point in time, you know, Pyru, they were saying Pyru in East Dallas a little bit.
Yeah.
I heard, you know what I'm saying, back in the gap.
415.
Yeah, 415 Pyru.
Right.
Then the other half went Blood, you know what I mean?
Right.
Then you had Blood Avenues. Then you had the Doulas. And, you know, so forth. But them niggas was East Dallas.
Right.
Bloods. A lot of people put Bloods on there because they knew East Dallas was Blood.
That was one of the original sets.
That was the original first set of Bloods downtown. Yeah. I mean, in Dallas, Texas, man. But East Dallas became the mecca for all Bloods, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you was a Blood, you had to come to East Dallas, man, to get anything, man. For your set to have guns or your set to get
because you couldn't go nowhere else and get it. Because when Dallas was Crips,
everybody in Dallas, Texas was cripping, man.
Yep. Park Road, Dixon.
Everywhere you went,
that was
nigga.
Crips.
Yo, you better not fall asleep on the dark bus, nigga. You hear me?
Your ass
is grass, nigga. You wake up, nigga. You in the wrong territory, nigga. These niggas that jumped on this bus, nigga, and it's finna go down.
All right, so gangbanging. Then when you couldn't come to East Dallas if you wasn't from East Dallas, or if you couldn't go to Keystone Polk if you wasn't from Keystone Polk, or it kind of made it hard for people who wasn't gang related to go to these places to even become,
because shit became more territorial, more offensive
gang related
now.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? 415, like I say, the Mecca. Then you had 212 in West Dallas. Then 49 King came out with, I want to say 223 did 49 King.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about? You know, around that area. Now, you know, you get Trey 11 Bachelors. I mean, BFL. Then you get Trey 11. You know what I'm talking about? Then you get a Trey O, and you know everything else started coming out.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I remember being Holly Hills, man, Treetop Pyru. They had Treetop Pyru on Holly Hills right there, and they used to always fight them UNC niggas on Judge Dupree in Holly Hills. They dismantled that quickly.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then they had College Park down through there. You know what I'm talking about? They was blood, but they just really weren't just making no noise like East Dallas.
Right.
How East Dallas became so treacherous, man, because you got a whole big old ass project, then you got all them houses back there, and everybody 415.
Right.
But it's different branches of 415. You got Hamilton Ave players over there. Then you got, like I said, you got Doula.
PJB, Doula, Rowdy,
Blood Avenue.
Yeah, right.
You got so many motherfucking
Mills
sets.
Place.
You know what I'm saying? Mill Place. Viking
Yep.
Street. You know, you got so many motherfucking sets within one.
Collins.
Nigga, you don't know who ride.
Right. You don't know who's who, right?
All you know is them niggas 415 East Dallas. You know what I'm talking about? That's all you know, my nigga. Yes, they 415 East Dallas, my nigga. And that's what made it treacherous. Then the link between 49 Kings and 415 became Blood Brothers. You know what I mean? That's
right.
when you get the East to Keys.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Then, you know, by a lot of these blood sets was so few, and then East Dallas quit accepting a lot of niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? After 49 Kings, man,
I came through East Dallas right at that area. I came through that 97. I came through in 97.
That was watered down sets, man. I ain't gonna lie, dog. They quit accepting them niggas, dog, because them niggas would come over there getting shit and win return, and they were just doing all kinds of, they were fucking up the blood love, dog. You heard me? So people started being funny, thinking that East Dallas was being funny.
The whole time.
The blood. Nah, my nigga, once it got solidified with 49 Kings, and that shit became a big old ass monster unit. You know what I'm talking about? Man, it was unstoppable. They didn't need nobody.
And then they also tore down Rose Terrace and Turner Court. But around fair time, man, the gangs in Dallas get treacherous, boy.
Oh, man,
you get like 5 or 6 blood sets from this hood and all of them.
Say, man, you get 415 off the muscle.
Don't get caught in that Walgreens parking lot on the fair.
You got 223 holding it down this way.
Yep.
You got 44, man. Oh, man, excuse me,
44 Oakland.
Because 44 became 4415. You know what I'm talking about? So 4415 and then 49 Kings all migrated to 4415, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? So that's when they stopped really accepting other blood sets. You know what I mean? The shit like that there. But Friday, oh man, you got all kind of shit coming through there. And if you and that's where everybody, like I say, man, if you was really trying to really be down with that shit, man, you had to go to the east. You know what I mean? And then you got a lot of little niggas that had, like you say, little cliques and crews. When they disbanded, man, went to the east. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
It was hard. It was hard to come up in them. It was hard for people to come up in them projects if you ain't know nobody. You couldn't walk back on Mill's Place and Beulah if you didn't know nobody. Yeah,
you had to get invited, man. You know, a lot of people, man. Like I say, man, you meet a lot of people, man. Going to school and shit, and then hanging out downtown, or I met a lot of blood niggas out of East Dallas from niggas I was getting jumped by them Ferguson niggas downtown. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Yeah, man. And you know,
so you used to hang at the West End a lot, at the West End station?
You know, we had to catch the bus down there and shit.
Yeah,
you know
transfer.
What I'm talking about? So we had to catch the bus, man, on that side. And then I used to always go to Blimpies inside the West End. Mm-hmm. They didn't have Subway. They had Subway, but Subway was more expensive then. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they had a Blimpies in that bitch. So I used to go down there and skip school in the game room. You know what I mean?
The damn game room at the West End up under the underground. Man. Yeah.
Niggas go down there and skip school and shit.
Nigga, you about to tell your age.
Oh, man.
Nigga about to tell his age. Nigga talking about the game room.
For real, man. So when niggas just go to Metro or SCG, so I mean, your Metro downtown or whatever, you know what I mean? Nigga met Mo Black and shit, man. And shit, man, I got out.
R.I.P. Mo Black.
R.I.P. man, you know. Met my bro, man, you know, then later on down the line, you know, to talk on everybody like that there, you know. Nigga don't really just name names, man. You know, I don't know how these niggas feel about putting their names out there.
Yeah, but we understand.
Yeah, man, but shit, you know, nigga, you know, and the rest is history. You know, like I tell people, man, when I really just started fucking with it, man, it wasn't because I was searching for something, man. You know what I'm saying? I was a football star, man. I like the football, man. You know what I mean? That was my thing, playing football, man. You know what I mean? And man, them niggas used to always come up to school, man, and watch me practice, man. You know what I mean? I'm a 32. Yeah. That nigga good. And they'll jump the shit out of me and my little brother, man. You hear me? I'm talking about this shit went on for a grip, dog. Yeah. Everywhere we equipped nigga was jumping the shit out of us. Everywhere we go, they were doing it. I was like, God damn, man. So, man, you know, I was just like, you know, I'm going to get these niggas to read and start jumping me, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
You went and joined the ops.
Huh?
You went and joined the ops.
I joined the ops, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? I went to join the ops, my nigga. You know what I'm talking about? And it was funny how I done it, though. You know what I mean? Because before I just went and joined the East Dallas, I was fucking with the Godfathers, man. Rest in peace, man. You know what I'm talking about? OGT and the Pooh, man. You know what I'm talking about? Them niggas stayed with my mama. You know what I mean? Yeah. They stayed with my T-John and shit, man. OG now, man, used to go to nursing school and shit with my T-John and shit, right? So, you know what I'm talking about? Nigga was a straight up killer, man, straight up gangster, dog. But the nigga was a real motherfucking nurse. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Nigga, he was a real nurse, dog. You hear me? So, that's when I ended up starting out with 49 King. Okay. You know what I'm talking about? So, when them boys had got killed, bro, I ended up getting locked up going to TYC and shit. So, when I come home, I was really like lost. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga got 49 King ways or whatever, you know me, and had the tattoo on me and everything, my nigga. But shit, I didn't really know what Keystone Poe. He wasn't even King. It was 49 King. Started out 49 King BSV, and then when I came home, it was 49 King Keystone Poe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was something totally different. You hear me? So I ended up catching the case. I said I catch another case, my nigga. About 3 weeks later, brought out fresh out of TYC. I ended up meeting my dog, man. We locked up. Me and my nigga been bonded together to this day. And that's when I got my little fraction with 49. You hear me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? We introduced, boom, boom, boom. And then, you know what I mean, I started fucking with the East Tough going to school, you know what I mean? So that was like the graduation or the Mecca. And I was like, back at then, I was like, nigga, you know what? I want to be a super blood, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I got that bitch tatted on my chest, man. I wanted to be a super blood. So I said, I got down with the East too. So there was already blood brothers, you know what I'm talking about?
They already blood.
Yeah, man. So I was like, my nigga, shit, from the front to the back.
Yeah.
And my thing, my nigga, I was so out there, my nigga, I was just going to different sets. I was fucking with different niggas that was coming to this school. Mm-hmm. And I would go fuck with them if they said. I would go fuck with LaSalle when I'm over there, man, on 3 and 11. Or I would fuck with them boys out of Garland, man, West Wilder, the 2 and 11. You know what I mean? You know, I was just fucking with different niggas. You know what I'm talking about? The 4-5 King niggas, you know what I mean? The essays on 29 Kings on Maple, you know, and Hamilton Park, you know what I mean?
So I heard you say it wasn't no 5'9" bounty hunter said in Dallas.
Nah.
How did that come about? Like they go to prison and then get put down and come home?
That's
like,
what they do, bro. They go to prison, bro. Get down with 5'9" bounty hunter out of Houston. You hear me? Ain't no 5'9" bounty hunter in Dallas, Texas. There ain't no bounty hunter shit in Dallas, Texas, period. Point blank. Right. You know what I'm talking about? If it is, nigga, show me and what bounty hunter, nigga, you understand me, open up the line for that. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of this shit be internet shit, man. These niggas learn this shit off YouTube, bro. And now all of a sudden you this and you that. My nigga, at the age of these niggas is right now, when you can quote that shit verbatim, nigga, like you just read that shit. Yeah. You just read that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, you program that shit like me, nigga. I can't sit up here, nigga, as old as I am, I'm gonna sit up here and finger fight with you. And now I might can remember a little bit of it, but a nigga grown ass man. Thanks. That ain't some shit that I keep on repetitively putting in my head, like how 5'5" talk. Yeah, we get the shit.
You gotta be.
The reason why a lot of people
slow to do that shit, bro. You gotta be slow to do that shit. There's no edits. I can't hold back. You gotta be slow to do that shit, bro.
And not just that, my nigga. You know, I understand this gang bang live because I was a gang banger and I talk it like that. Yeah. Nigga, I want the Broccoli Bill Bookies, blood. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, nigga? Bum on blood, bad your bigger red blood. I'm talking about, and we was talking like that all day long. So I understand his lingo.
Yeah, I used to do that shit too.
But it becomes a time in life, man, that you gotta grow up, bro. You know what I mean? And that's where we get with a lot of this shit, bro. A lot of people ain't growing up right now, bro, because
I want to tap in right there.
Hold on, they go back to where we was when you was asking me the question about the rappers, bro, trying to become bloods, bro. When you elevate yourself up, bro, you supposed to elevate yourself up. And the reason why these niggas is getting fucked off out here with the money, my nigga, because they was down here and they elevated them up financially, but you can't get them up there mentally.
Yeah, so now you go back down where you was at.
Man, they piss poor morally.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? It's certain shit, bro, when you become a certain statue in life that you're supposed to change. You hear me? You know, like me just, man, when I first heard that nigga Elroy said that shit on Friday, man, I was one of the ones that said I was never leaving the hood. When I got some money, I was
gone. And they was almost on their way back to the hood. Nigga, they got a goddamn eviction notice.
Nigga, I felt that, nigga. Because, bro, why would you still want to have the lap of luxury, my nigga, and still bring in the hood where you know the jealousy is? Right. Upgrade yourself. And a lot of people scared to upgrade themselves because they're afraid of rejection, my boy.
Look, all right, with that being said, I asked you this question on our last interview, but what would the author Jamaris Malone, the dollar bill, the 2 real dollar bill, say to the younger up and coming, or the younger, like the 18, 19, 20-year-old you?
The 20-year-old me? Like me or somebody else that's
I'm 20? Saying what would you right now, if you can go back in time, if you can go back in time with some, what would you go back and tell yourself or do different
Okay. Boy, you say when I was 20 years old, Man, when I was 20 years old, bitch, I had 4, 5 traps.
You done took a nigga bag. Took a nigga bag.
But man, I would tell myself, honestly, bro, that money that you making, bro, ain't for splurging, my nigga. Put that shit up, bro. Find you someone to help you with investments. Mm-hmm. Build your portfolio. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about? Invest in Microsoft, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Invest, nigga. Make some kind of proper investments. And before you make these proper investments, educate yourself. Don't always rely on somebody else to perform a miracle for you. Help be a part of your miracle, bro. And at the same time, slow down, my nigga. You know what I mean? See the world. Don't just live through the world. See the world, my nigga. You know what I mean?
So look. This is a touchy subject, okay? Youngsters, 14, 15, 16, 17, supposed to have their ass in school, out doing some shit that they ain't got no business doing, that they parents don't know or don't think that they kid would be doing, and get injured or, Lord forbid, fatally injured or something happened to them. Like, do you think that, like, if you're involved in the street, should you let your parents know, like, hey, man, I'm really living, or should you just not break mama heart? Like, cause there's a lot of people that's fucking their mamas up in this day and age, cause they mama don't. Not my baby. My baby wouldn't do no shit like that. But the whole time, your baby out here with a mask and a Glock. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So, with growing up, I know, like, when you was coming up, it wasn't no choice. Like, nigga, my mama know this is what I'm doing, nigga. She know I'm bloody. She know I'm overriding.
Man, mama wearing red.
But nowadays, kids keep it a secret. They don't want their mama to know they hanging with a hot boy. They don't want their mama to know they hanging with 2 pistols. And, you know what I'm saying? They don't want their mama to know they...
Man, you know, when it go back to, bro, these kids searching for something, bro, a lot of that shit come back, bro, because they didn't have no guidance, no dad in the house. And they searching for what mama can't give her. You know, give them, man. These young niggas, man, mama can't raise, she can raise a man and give him the idea of what she feel what a man's supposed to be. But she cannot actually teach him how to become a man.
Because the little boy got to go outside.
She ain't got no nuts. You know what I mean? Yeah. How she gonna physically,
gotta go outside.
You know what I'm talking about, you know, show him. She can't, my nigga. That's something that has to be instilled in him through another man, dog. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, mama, you know, just like me personally, I feel like the first 12 years, my nigga, of a boy's life is really the mama. You hear me? Mm-hmm. She's nurturing him. She's showing him how to, you know, do certain things. You know, a lot of small things, independent principles, values. When it comes to daddy, that's when you learn how to be rough. You learn how to fight. You learn how to survive. You learn how to wash clothes. You know what I mean? You learn how to fend for yourself. You learn how to cook.
So mama spoon feeding them.
Man, you know, no, it got to coincide, man. You got to take all the shit mama got you and all the shit daddy got you, nigga. Put that shit in one big bowl, nigga. Eat that shit, nigga. And those are where you get your values, your principles, and your morals.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? That's where you get your values, your principles, and your morals with that part, dog. You know what I mean? And that's why a lot of shit with it is because these niggas are piss poor morally.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's like skipping stairs, dog. You know what I'm talking about? That's why a lot of people, when they created something up here, you know what I mean, and it failed quick and they didn't know how to do it because you skip steps. You gotta have, this shit is a playbook, bro, and this shit is step by motherfucking step. You know what I mean? Yeah, you might be able to play chess today, you know what I'm talking about, and use your knight and L it. You know what I'm talking about? You might be able to get your bishop and go from here to here. And you might be able to get your queen and move around. But as a king, it's only one space, bro.
Right.
One space.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? It gotta be one space. You know what I mean? So with that one being space, man, and one being said, man, it's okay to live one day at a time, bro. You know what I'm talking about? And sometime too. You know what I'm talking about? To make sure that your moves are calculated, bro. But I feel that a lot of these niggas, man, you know, just trying to, they mimicking what they see on TV. You know what I mean? It's all about the image of what they see on TV, man. And the image they see on TV is the guns, the drugs, you know, motherfuckers looking like this, motherfuckers looking like that. You know what I'm talking about? So it's hard for you, or it's hard for someone else or these kids to grasp that this the OG over here. You know what I mean? Right. You know?
So I want to touch on this too. I heard Charleston White say, you take a knucklehead ass kid that's out here acting bad, don't want to listen to nobody, whatever. or keep in and out of jail, aggravated robbery, aggravated this, steady in and out of jail. And they say, you give his ass 10 years and make him do all 10 years, he gonna come home a model citizen. Do you think that's true?
No.
Because he was saying 10 years have changed anybody's mind about the crime that they did. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
like,
it just depends on what that mind frame of that person.
Right.
Because I done seen, well, yeah. Because, you know, I
he
did
was
the first,
saying, like, if you give him 10 years,
after the first 3-4 years, you fight. The first 2 years,
you squabbling.
You're squabbling. The 3 years, you squabbling. You know, you trying to find yourself in that penitentiary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
The 4th year, man, you really on depressed mode. You hear me? You missing home. Them 3 years that flew by fast. You know, when on that 4th year, that's when you really looking up because you in that cell, nigga, said closed custody or something. You know what I'm talking about? And you really just got time to think because, you know, it ain't spinning so fast right now.
Right.
You ain't doing this. You ain't moving around the penitentiary.
Right.
That 5th year, you really on some, damn, I got 5 more to go. I'm finna do this. You hear me? It's time for me to start getting it together. You know what I'm talking about? And hopefully on that 5th year, you're going to start maturing as a man. Yeah. Now you're trying to get you a GED or been trying to get you a GED, some kind of trade or something, bro. Yeah. Now you're trying to isolate yourself. On that 6th year,
you should be a role model.
You should be.
That's what he was saying. That's what he was saying. Like
he's right. Yeah, bro.
10 years to change your life.
You should be able to get. You should be, you know, ready to transform, bro. Right. You know what I'm talking about? On that 6 year, 7 year, bro, you should be already like, yeah, bro, I got some shit working. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. And then age the collar with your motherfucking ass.
So you can't come back home and do the same shit you've been doing.
You can't.
You can't.
You come out and be a dumb dummy. You know what I'm talking about?